What if the man who walked onto a red carpet last week wasn't actually Jim Carrey? That is the question that suddenly exploded across the internet after the legendary actor made a rare public appearance in Paris. Within hours, TikTok, Twitter, and Reddit were flooded with side-by-side comparisons, zoomed-in screenshots, and people claiming something was seriously off. Some said his eyes looked different. Others insisted his voice did not sound the same. And before long, the theories got even stranger. Because, believe it or not, thousands of people online began debating whether the real Jim Carrey had somehow been replaced by a clone. Yes, an actual clone. It sounds ridiculous at first, but the deeper people looked into the footage, the more convinced some viewers became that the man standing on that red carpet was not the same comedian who once made the world laugh in movies like The Mask, Ace Ventura, and Dumb and Dumber. What started as a simple conversation about a celebrity looking different quickly spiraled into one of the strangest celebrity conspiracies the internet has seen in a while. And it all started with a single appearance that nobody expected. Last week, Jim Carrey appeared at a major awards ceremony in Paris, known as the César Awards, often described as the French version of the Oscars. The event was honoring him for his incredible contributions to film and television, celebrating a career that has lasted for decades. For fans, it should have been a normal moment, a beloved comedy icon receiving recognition from the international film community. But almost immediately after footage of the event started circulating online, something strange happened. People did not focus on the award, they focused on his face. Clips of the interview he gave on the red carpet started spreading across social media, and viewers began pausing the footage, zooming in and analyzing every detail. Some said his facial structure looked different. Others pointed out that his cheeks looked fuller than before, and a surprising number of people claimed they did not recognize him at all. Comments started appearing everywhere, saying, "This does not look like Jim Carrey. That is not the same guy. Something is off here." At first, it seemed like the typical internet reaction when a celebrity ages or changes their appearance. But the conversation did not stay normal for long, because once the speculation began, the internet did what it always does. It went into investigation mode.
Un petit peu, il fait chose. Il fait très froid. Oh, loved it. It's so beautiful. Bonjour Malavan was off the hook. I mean, I can't believe he committed to doing all that. Camille Couton, that was also amazing. It was just a brilliant evening, you know? Oh, it's so wonderful. I really took on a pretty big challenge trying to do my speech in French, so, you know. Oh my gosh, you know, one that pops to mind all the time is, I don't know what the French name is, it's The Untouchables with Omar Sy. That movie made me leap off. Bonjour. Bonjour. Oh, it's a wonderful feeling. I really took on a pretty big challenge trying to do my speech in French. So, you know, I wrote it and I researched it and I practiced it like crazy. But, you know, it's, then I watched everybody like talking 1,000 miles an hour up there receiving their awards, and I was like, I'm dead.
People were then looking at his eyes, saying that he used to have these brown eyes and now his eyes seem to be green and the shape is different. And they just were looking at all of these.
Within hours, social media users began dissecting every detail of Jim Carrey's appearance at the event. Side-by-side comparisons started appearing everywhere. On one side, people posted photos of Jim from the 1990s and early 2000s, and on the other side, they showed screenshots from the Paris ceremony. Viewers began pointing out what they believed were inconsistencies. Some claimed his eyes looked lighter than they remembered. Others said the shape of his smile had changed, and a few insisted his voice sounded slightly different during the interview. Once those comparisons started spreading, the theories quickly escalated. Suddenly, the internet was not just discussing aging or cosmetic changes anymore. Some users were convinced they were looking at an entirely different person. One viral comment claimed, "I have watched Jim Carrey movies my entire life. I know his face. that is not him. Another person said, "Something about the eyes feels completely wrong." And soon, thousands of people were watching the same clips, asking the same question. If this was not the Jim Carrey they remembered, then who exactly was it? Somewhere along the way, the conversation jumped from "he looks different" to something far more extreme. People began claiming the real Jim Carrey had been replaced. According to the theory circulating online, the actor who appeared at the ceremony was not the original Jim Carrey at all, but some kind of clone body double or replacement designed to look like him, and the internet ran with it. Posts started appearing suggesting cloning technology had secretly existed for years, and that powerful groups were using it to replace public figures. Others claimed the clone looked unfinished, which is why his face and voice seemed slightly different. Some conspiracy threads even suggested the real Jim had disappeared years ago, and that the person appearing in public now was just a copy. The theories only grew more elaborate from there. Some people said the clone had not perfectly learned his mannerisms yet. Others claimed the voice sounded different because the technology was not fully perfected. While many viewers pushed back, calling the theories ridiculous, the speculation continued spreading across social media at an incredible pace.
Kidnapping children is not what great nations do. We in America are misinformed. Reality shows have warped our idea of what a hero is, or what the truth is. People are hip to this kind of stuff. I'm here tonight to blow the lid off it, to be the whistleblower. I'm sick and tired of the secrets and the lies. It is the secret symbol of the Illuminati, and you're a part of it, and it is the all-mocking tongue. Oh, I like it. It's the symbol of the all-mocking tongue. And I'm sick of it. I want everybody to be in on the joke, man. You know what I mean? Like, for years now, talk show hosts, people on television, people in sitcoms have been hired by the government to throw you off the track, to distract you, to make you laugh and stuff like that, make you happy and docile so you don't know what's really going on. You know, and they get out there in the woods in a circle naked and they decide these things and, you know, and look at him trying to, it's hilarious.
The conspiracy also did not appear completely out of nowhere, because over the years, Jim Carrey has become known for giving interviews that are a little unusual. The comedian has often spoken about philosophy, reality, and the idea that life itself might be an illusion. And some of those speeches have gone viral many times online. One interview in particular began resurfacing again during the controversy. Years ago, Jim appeared on a late-night show with Jimmy Kimmel, where he jokingly talked about exposing secret organizations and hidden power structures. During the segment, he humorously referenced the Illuminati and claimed he was there to blow the lid off it. At the time, it was clearly presented as a comedic bit, but once the clone theories started spreading, conspiracy communities began pointing back to that interview as supposed evidence. Some people online claimed he had been hinting at hidden truths about Hollywood, while others suggested he may have upset powerful people by speaking too openly. There is no proof of those claims, but that did not stop the speculation, and the theories only grew bigger. Right in the middle of the online chaos, a celebrity makeup artist named Alexis Stone posted something that completely confused the internet. Stone is famous for creating incredibly realistic celebrity transformations, using prosthetics and special effects makeup, and his disguises are so convincing that people often struggle to tell the difference between his work and the real person. When he posted images suggesting he had transformed into Jim Carrey in Paris, the internet exploded again. Some viewers immediately believed the mystery had been solved, thinking the red carpet appearance had actually been an elaborate prank or performance. Others speculated that the event organizers had secretly hired a professional impersonator. The posts showed facial molds and prosthetic pieces resembling Jim Carrey's face, which only made the situation look more suspicious. And for a moment, it seemed like the internet might finally have an answer. But then reality stepped in, and the truth turned out to be much simpler. Representatives for Jim Carrey eventually addressed the rumors directly, confirming that the actor had personally attended the ceremony in Paris. Event organizers also backed up the claim, explaining that his appearance had been planned months in advance, and that he had even spent weeks preparing a speech in French for the event. Reports also said he arrived with friends, family members, and longtime collaborators. In other words, it really was Jim Carrey. There was no impersonator, no clone, and no elaborate stunt. Just a legendary actor attending an awards ceremony after spending time away from the spotlight. In reality, there are several simple explanations for why Jim Carrey might appear different today compared to the version many fans remember. Jim Carrey is now in his 60s, and natural aging can change facial features in ways people do not always expect. Weight changes, lighting, camera angles, and makeup can also dramatically alter how someone appears on screen. There is also the possibility of cosmetic procedures, which many celebrities explore at some point in their careers. And perhaps most importantly, Jim has not been making constant public appearances in recent years. So when someone disappears from the spotlight for a while and then suddenly returns, even normal changes can feel shocking to viewers. At the end of the day, the Jim Carrey clone theory is another reminder of how quickly the internet can turn a simple moment into a full-blown mystery. One rare red carpet appearance led to thousands of people analyzing eye color, voice tone, and facial expressions. And within days, the story had evolved into claims about secret cloning programs and hidden Hollywood plots. In reality, the situation appears much simpler. A legendary comedian showed up to accept an award celebrating his career. But in today's online world, even something that normal can spiral into a conspiracy. And the next time a celebrity returns to the spotlight looking just a little different, the internet will probably be ready with another theory.